Here's a report of our Friday visit up to Nottingham to look at the great project that Graham Allen, a local MP, is driving through. His great passion is to break into the cycle of deprivation so that the disadvantages of this generation are not automatically embedded into the next. One of the most interesting projects that we saw was one which are run by nurses who are working with very young single mothers, and the aim is to ensure that those single mums are able to do the very best for their children, to understand how children develop, and to ensure that those children get the very best start in life. What we didn't do on Friday was to follow up what I thought was the most interesting piece of the pamphlet that Graham Allen had written on why this work needed to be done and what we could actually as individuals and as a society gain from it. And that was the reproduction on one of the pages of two brains, the size of two brains. On the left-hand side was the brain of a child that had been nurtured well by their parents, and on the right was a brain of a child who'd not been nurtured in any way in a similar fashion. And the well-nurtured brain was bigger than the other brain. So one of the things that we really now need to do is to think very, very carefully in Wirral, in Birkenhead in particular, but then for the whole of the country, how do we get over to young people how crucial this nurturing is? And the gap in the whole series of interventions that Nottingham was planning was, I think, the most obvious one, and that is even in those first days of life when the baby cannot even focus on us, the adult, the parent, the mere talking to that child is beginning to get the brain to develop and to interlink the different parts of the brain in an electrical manner.